Alright, so in between re-editing my parody, thanks Aaron, I'm going out to show you guys something that predates the Civil War and I think was started operation just shortly after the Revolutionary War and was in business for, gosh, 200 years before recently being shut down, much to the anger and dismay of the residents around here and in Maryland. So I'm not sure if I can even get to it, but let's go see. And here we are, Ferry. So this is the Potomac River. That way, down that way to the river, you'll eventually get to Washington, D.C. And it's really strange that the way the border is that as soon as you hit the water, you're in Maryland. So from the grass back is all Virginia, but the Potomac River belongs to Maryland. And here, see if I can zoom in, that's the ferry. It would take anywhere from 18 to 20 cars across the Potomac at any time. And it was a great convenience for Maryland and Virginia for people to get into Maryland or over here, because where we're at, which is kind of north of Leesburg, you'd have to drive way out of the way to get to 495 and then hop on 495 to get across the American Legion Bridge into Maryland. And some people just worked on right over on the other side over there, and some people worked over here on Leesburg. The other way would have to drive up 15 north to Point of Rocks, Maryland, and come down. I think Point of Rocks is still probably a good 9 miles that direction. And then come down this way to where the road is over there to get to their destination in Maryland. So this was in, like I said, in business for quite a long time. I want to say close to 200 years. And this would be the queue for the cars. You just line up and pay the ferryman and load up the car. There would be a cable runs across the ferry, or runs across the Potomac for the ferry. And if there was raining and the current was high and the water was up, they'd always make an announcement on the local radio station whether White's Ferry was open or closed. And I walked right by it. Actually, this is the scaffolding holder for the cable, and this is part of the cable that would run across the Potomac. If you look way over on the far side over there, you'd see the other scaffolding. Around there. So, yeah, so the cable would run across and keep the ferry steady, back and forth, back and forth. I think they said it was about a 15-minute pull to bring the cars across one way. So I think this stopped operation in 2016, around that time, because this whole land and stuff like that I think was going to be privatized, and they decided to do some other building in this area which would render this ferry to become closed down anyway. But that has been put on hold because there's been fights that this is a historic site, so you can't do anything with it, and it should stay in operation. And I think it's held up in the courts right now for the last couple of years. What the status is of it right now, I don't know. But there is a major court fight going on to keep this here and possibly reopened with the funding of private citizens and or a small tax for both states. Alright, well I'm not, whoa, I'm all zoomed in. Shit. It's hard to see with the sun. But I'm not sure what this was. I think it was some type of, I don't know, fire pit, I guess? To keep the ferry people warm that resided on this side. That was taking the money for the cars and everything. But here's the steps that I almost just fell down. And that's about it. Alright, sorry, I don't know if I was zoomed in on a lot of stuff or not because I can't see the damn screen. And I don't care enough to go back and redo it all again. Alright, all. I'll talk to you later.